What's up, guys? Today we have another rankings video for Friday Ranks. Today we have catchers, and I'm really excited about this video, so let's just get into it. Alrighty, to start these rankings off, we have Pedro Severino, the Orioles catcher, at number 30. Well, the Orioles do stink, and so does their catcher. Yet again, a number 30 spot for the Orioles. Too bad they stink. At number 29, we have Tigers catcher Austin Romine. He's just very old. He used to be pretty good in his prime for the Yankees, and I don't think he'll be that productive. Maybe he'll try to trade for like James McCann, the White Sox backup catcher. Who knows? At number 28, we have Sean Murphy. I don't think he may have played some games last year in the MLB, but he's supposed to be a really good prospect catcher. I haven't seen too much from him yet. Anybody hasn't seen too much from him yet. Let's see what type of year he has during this 60-game season, and we'll base it off of that. And then at number 27, we have Mike Zunino, and he was good in his prime as well. He's pretty old now, and he'll do for a Rays catcher for now. The Rays somewhat rebuilding with some young guys, but he can help out if they get another catcher or draft somebody. And then at 26, we have the Pirates catcher, Jacob Stallings. I really like Jacob Stallings. His batting average and on-base percentage were pretty high for catchers last season. He was one of the highest, maybe because he didn't play as many games, but I think he's a good young guy who could provide for them in the future. And then at number 25, we have Jason Castro of the Los Angeles Angels. And the Angels haven't really found a catcher that suits them, that they can have like a Yadier Molina or Salvador Perez. So hopefully Castro can be that guy, but who knows? We really have no clue right now. And then at number 24, we have Danny Jansen. I have him over Reese McGuire because look it up. You'll see what Reese McGuire did. But anyways, back to the subject. Danny Jansen is solid. He's young. He's good to this young core, and I think he can progress just like anybody else on this team. And then at number 23, the Rockies catcher Tony Wolters. Tony Wolters is just kind of a good fit for them. He's not great. He's not bad by any means. They could have like Pedro Severino, but Tony Wolters, alright. 23 is a good spot for him. At number 22, we have Astros catcher Martin Maldonado. He's getting old too. He's on the older end. He really did well with Garrett Cole last year, but now with Garrett Cole gone, I don't know if they're going to keep him or what, but I think he's the weak link to this Astros team. And then at number 21, we have Francisco Mejia. And Francisco Mejia, great hitter. He probably will be playing DH for this year because of the universal DH. But I really like his hitting. Fielding needs to work on for sure. Pretty awful fielding, but DH I see him as. Tucker Barnhart comes in at the number 20 spot for the Reds. I really like Tucker Barnhart. He was pretty good a couple years ago. Can hit the ball, can play some defense. I think he's just the guy that Reds need. If he can have a pretty average season this year, the Reds could be a pretty great team, I think. And then at number 19, we have Christian Vasquez. I think that he's taking over for the Red Sox after they traded away Sandy Leone. But I think he still lacks a little bit. Can hit the ball. Fielding should be there a little more. Let's see something out of him this year until I put him higher. And then at number 18, we have Tom Murphy. Likely the Mariners, one of the Mariners' best players right now, which is not good for the Mariners. But Tom Murphy, alright, he can hit the ball pretty well. Defense is, I like using him in the show, and BR and stuff, so that's nice. And then at number 17 of the Texas Rangers, we have Robinson Chirinos. No, he is on the Rangers. They just had a picture of the Astros. Robinson Chirinos is getting up there in age as well. He used to be able to hit the ball. Now he's alright. Defense needs to be there this year if the Rangers want to have any shot at winning anything. Let's go to number 16, where we have Kurt Suzuki, a big part to that Nationals team that won the World Series last year, so he's got a ring himself. I really like Kurt Suzuki. Defense, not really there. Hitting, he can hit the ball pretty well. I think he'll be a good, nice, average on-base guy this year. Roberto Perez, out at number 15, Cleveland Indians, outstanding defender. Probably one of the best defensive catchers in the league, probably. He's more of a contact hitter, on-base guy. We'd like to see the power stats get up there. We'll see what he's got from this year. Great season last year. That's why he's at 15. And then at 14, we have Yadier Molina. He's age again. I mean, he's just getting up there in age. Disappointing to see, but it's just what has to happen. He's still 14. I mean, better than a lot of other guys, for sure. But, I mean, just age. And then at number 13, I have Travis d'Arnaud of the Atlanta Braves. He signed with the Braves this season, and I like him. I mean, he was a prospect coming out of college, I think, and he can hit the ball. Defense needs to work on, but I really like Travis d'Arnaud for the future. Good signing, Braves. And then at number 12, we have Carson Kelly of the Arizona Diamondbacks, acquired in the trade for Paul Goldschmidt. I really like Carson Kelly. I mean, he's going to be their longtime catcher for the Diamondbacks, and defense there, hitting, he's pretty much all-around guy, just not better than anybody in front of him. And then at number 11, we have Jorge Alfaro. Everybody thinks that Jorge Alfaro just got traded for JT Realmuto. Bad trade. Probably a bad trade, but still, Jorge Alfaro is an elite catcher. I think he can hit the ball, he can field the ball. I mean, I say don't underestimate Jorge Alfaro this season. And then at number 10, we have Buster Posey. Still, Buster Posey getting old. This may be a little generous because I like Buster Posey and don't want to see him fall off. But I think he's getting close to retirement. Injuries have been kicking in. Just not producing as much for the Giants, but still top 10. And then at number 9, we have Omar Narvaez. And he's really good. He had a couple breakout seasons, and he just showed that the Mariners, that they don't need him, obviously. And he went to the Brewers, and then the Brewers were like, yay, steal. And they just took him, and were like, yes, great catcher. And then number 8, we have Wilson Ramos. Terrible on the defensive side. He actually made 3 errors in my game I played this morning on MLB The Show. But he can hit the ball. I mean, he just crushes the ball. That's why he's here. Similar to Gary Sanchez, but he's older. Gary Sanchez is a little better. And then at number 7, we have Will Smith. And not that Will Smith. Will Smith, the Dodgers player. He is very good. Elite catcher. I mean, he's taking over for them. I really like him. Great defender. He can hit the ball. I'm waiting for a breakout season for him from this year. And then number 6, we have Salvador Perez, still an elite catcher, along with Yadier Molina and Buster Posey. He's getting older in age, injuries kicking in, but he's still a top 10 player for catcher because a lot of catchers are just, as you saw, as a top 15, not very good. But Salvador Perez, pretty solid. See if he'll stay healthy. Number 5, we have Mitch Carver, probably one of my favorite catchers in the league. I love using him in Battle Royale, and he is just amazing. He can crush the ball for power, provides for this Twins lineup. He can play some decent defense, but the Twins really needed a good catcher, and here he came in, and that's great job, Twins. At number 4, we have Gary Sanchez. Y'all may think he should be number 1, but his defense is pretty brutal. Can't block a ball. Framing, not really there. But y'all know what he can do when he comes up to the plate. He just absolutely mashes up there. Can kill the ball, knocks it to the bleachers. I mean, that's Gary Sanchez. Wilson Contreras at number 3. He is very good. Very elite catcher. He can drive the ball pretty far when he needs to. Get some RBIs, knocks him in base hits, and then fielding, pretty good. He's above Sanchez because his fielding is a lot better than Gary Sanchez, that's why. But if Gary Sanchez could work on his fielding, he'd be there. And then at number 2, we have Yasmani Grandal. A breakout year last year with the Milwaukee Brewers, bruh. And then He can hit the ball. His fielding is great. I mean, I drafted him in like the 6th round for fantasy, and he was amazing. What a steal. Great pickup for the White Sox. And then JT Realmuto is number 1 on our list. I love me some JT Realmuto. He's fast, pop time's there, defense there, great hitter. I mean, he is definitely the best catcher in the league by far. I wonder what contract he'll get this year. We'll see. All right, on to the outro. For the video today for the rankings. Tomorrow we have more James Dean. I know y'all like that, but that'll do it for the video. I had really fun making this. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe.